Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Let's take a look at Bed Bath & Beyond. You're like, wait a minute, I already saw this video. No, this is different. This is something that I want to show you. I think it's kind of interesting. Remember this article from the chart exchange where we were looking at the Max Payne that was out further dated? And we're like, why is there a big deviation right here? You know, I don't know if it was $9 or $10 whenever we looked at it a day or two ago. Why is it in the middle of all of these and not very consistent and just kind of a big spike? Well, I wanted to show you something else that I found that could have a little bit of a reason behind it, I suppose. You know, I'm not positive that this is the case, but it seems to start making sense in my head. I'll just read it to you. I had to rip it from the Webull community because it's behind a paywall and I could not get through. So it's a Wall Street Journal article if you want to actually look it up. But it says right here that Bed Bath & Beyond said in its second quarter results last month it was considering an exchange to swap the outstanding bonds for new, longer tenured debt or equity in the company. Some bondholders have since organized, looking to protect their investments in a restructuring, as investors holding different debt often fight for their interests. So, interesting. You know, what are those people going to do, and when are they going to do it? Well, if we continue on in the article here, it says that there's a date in here. Holders of the bonds have until November 15th to either accept the offer or, I guess, deny it and continue to take a haircut on their convertible debt. So it says, as part of the offer, the existing bonds maturing in 2024 will be exchanged for new second lien secured notes due in 2027. Holders have an option to receive new notes at par for a lower 3.693% coupon, or take a 59% haircut on the principal for new debt that is convertible into equity with a higher 8.821% interest, according to the filing. I have not looked through that filing yet, but it looks like they have a date, right? November 15th. So why is that interesting? Well, here's our strikes, our Max Payne for November 18th. So are those investors or whoever's holding those convertibles, are they going to potentially, you know, protect or fight for their money? I'm not even going to act like I know everything that goes on with convertible bonds and holding it for interest or converting them to shares or whatever they want to do. But as of right now, I think that's why we're seeing that deviation in the number, because there's a little bit of an uncertainty as to what these people are going to do. Are they going to fight for their investment and, try to change some things around in the way that everything's been going with Bed Bath & Beyond? And that's what I'm watching. You know, it's one of those things that we don't fully understand as retail. We just try to poke holes in it and try to see what doesn't make sense. We're coming to their casino. We want to rob them Ocean's 11 style whenever we get a chance, and we try to find these things and try to make sense of them. So could there be a run coming into that week? As of right now, it looks like there's a potential setup for that to happen. I can't guarantee you. I don't know what those people are going to do, but I think that's where other money, you know, that might have been fighting this is also like, I don't know what they're going to do. I'm not going to try to fight it right now. We'll just see as the day gets a little bit closer. So be watching for these November 18th strikes. Let's see how the price is kind of being impacted leading up into that. I'll tell you what I did, but not financial advice. Don't copy me. I rolled my call options out to this date just to kind of see, you know, if that's when and where it wants to move. I don't know if it will. Be watching them. If you have any inclination of even trying that, if they get too far down, just roll them to a farther date or take that money off the table and wait for the thing to move. Ortex, how are we looking on the Ortex? Looks like it's went up a little bit. Live short interest percent of the free float, 39.94%. Live short interest, 30.85 million. So cost to borrow average 10.63%. I think that might have been a little bit of an increase there, but still we want to see that a lot higher. And utilization still coming in at 100%. How are we looking as far as the charts go? So we do have some other trend lines that I was kind of hoping would never come into play, but we're down here on them now, I guess, catching some of our lows from back here. So is this going to be our new bounce point? Are we going to hold? We're going to find out. We also have this one that's way down here coming from way back in the day. So keep a close eye on it to the downside for now while we're waiting for this turnaround. I don't know when or where that's going to be, but as of right now, that week of November 18th kind of has my attention whenever I found that article and we saw that deviation. So that's where my attention is right now. As always, this is not financial advice, guys. I don't know. And like I said, I don't fully understand everything to do with convertible bonds and what's best for whoever's holding them or how they're going to want to get their money. So there's people out there that understand it way better than I do. I just look for loopholes, and I think we found one of those loopholes. So just wanted to bring it to your attention. So in the meantime, let's just see if she wants to bounce on our trend line here and how it wants to respect in the meantime as we try to either hold steady or work our way back up going into the next few weeks. All right, guys, I appreciate you coming back. I hope you have a great weekend. Stay safe. I will catch you in the next one. As always, stay golden, people, and may your accounts stay green.